20 years ago.
Shot on Genesis.
En Madrid. Y para ello enviamos a una enviada muy especial, una compañera nuestra llamada Mercedes Venegas, para que charlara un rato con ellos. Pues sí, hoy he tenido la gran suerte de poder hacer de corresponsal para A Tope con un importantísimo grupo extranjero. Tony, Mike, que no ha podido estar hoy aquí con nosotros, y Phil. Ellos son Genesis. Hola, buenas tardes. Bienvenidos a España.
Hola, buenas tardes.
Cuando trabajáis como grupo, en solitario, es cuando grabáis los discos. Sin embargo, a la hora de hacer una serie de giras, lo hacéis como trío. ¿Y esto por qué?
Well, we actually do tour on our own as well. So really, touring and recording as a group is no different from touring and recording on our own. But I think it's less regular when we do things on our own. I mean, I've gone out on tour with my solo records, and so has Mike. But they become more special one-off tours, as opposed to Genesis, which we've always toured whenever we've made a record. We've always been out on tour to promote it.
¿Pensáis seguir mucho tiempo todavía como Genesis?
It's a very difficult question to answer this. We all, ever since we've begun, we've just kind of gone on very much from a day-to-day basis. You know, we certainly have every intention of coming back together and making an album after having had a period of time apart. I think in about must be about 2 years from now, say, we'll come back and make a record. But, you know, anything can happen meanwhile, and you just don't know, really, but the intention at this point is to keep the group going.
¿Cuál es la diferencia que existe entre vuestro trabajo por separado individualmente y vuestro trabajo como grupo?
Well, when you're working on your own, you're the dictator, you know, you can do whatever you want. And when you're in a group, obviously it's different, because the reason for being in a group is so that you bounce off ideas with different people, so the whole way you do things change. And really, both ways are good. It's interesting to get the chemistry with 3 people together and find they still work. You know, one person will suggest one thing and one other person will maybe change that idea a little bit or whatever. And the end result is something that's very interesting. So, and we also now just write together from nothing. So we have no music written when we go into a studio. So that makes it even more interesting, the fact that the three of us can just write almost as one person would write. Good fun.
Todos vuestros vídeos tienen un importante componente de historias y de argumento. Sin embargo, cuando estáis en escena, todo esto desaparece. ¿No creéis que el público lo puede echar un poquito de menos?
I think we look at it the other way round, really. The stage show is much more important than the videos. The videos are just something that, you know, if you just go up and you just film a show, you just film a song and people playing it, perhaps it's not that interesting. So that's the idea of a video, is to make something rather more involved. You can tell a story maybe, or make it look a bit prettier and things. But for us, the show is a much more important thing. So I think it's more the other way around, that when people see videos, I think perhaps they tend to miss a little bit the live, the excitement you can get from a live show. And really what you're trying to do with all this sort of the cleverness, if you like, is to substitute something for that sort of excitement you can get from a live performance.
¿Qué pensáis del público español? ¿Creéis que verdaderamente aprecia vuestra música?
Absolutely fantastic. It's
Fantastic.
No, I think the Latin countries tend to sort of be very, they give more, you know, when you're doing a show. They give you a lot of encouragement, and we've only done one show so far in Spain since the early 80s, I think, when we last toured Europe. And the Spanish audience has been very well behaved and very, you know, rowdy at the same time as not beating each other up, which is good. It's nice to look at an audience that isn't throwing punches at each other.
¿Me puedes hablar un poquito sobre en qué va a consistir vuestro espectáculo?
Well, I think people should come along and see it, really. I think, well, it's a live performance, as I said. I think it's a lot more exciting than videos. I mean, I really do think that. You should always see the live show first. But we make very extensive use of lights in our show. It looks, you know, if you haven't seen a Genesis show, then you probably, particularly haven't, there's nothing you'd have seen like it, I think, anywhere in Europe, you know, ever. So it's very special. We make a lot of use of lights which can move in all sorts of directions and change colours and things. And with use of smoke as well, you can make almost three-dimensional objects on stage and things, and it looks great. But I mean, you know, you should see it.
Well, thank you very much.
Adiós.
Superman